Think Inside the Box. This is the first in a series of 3 box puzzles lessons. And this is a good enrichment activity for the students. It gives them more of a sense of how numbers work. And you can also use this lesson in order to teach the commutative and the associative properties. So it starts with the first box puzzle and it gives them the instructions. So they're going to be adding the numbers going across. They're going to type the answer in the box. Then they're going to add the numbers going down. And they're going to try to predict what they think this number is going to be. So if they look at the numbers, they should be able to figure out that if they add 11 and 8, they're going to get the same answer as if they add 9 and 10. So they're going to get 19 in the box here. But you want them to think on their own, see if they can figure this out. Same thing in the next puzzle, add going across, add going down, and they should get the same answer of 20. Now the third puzzle, we're going to see if this works when one of our numbers is 0. So students are going to experiment around with this one. They're going to add across, add going down, see if they get the same number here. And it does work when one of the numbers is 0. Does it work when we're using fractions? So here if they add going across, they're going to get 4/4 or 1 whole. 5/4 plus 7/4 gives us 12/4 or 3. Going down 8/4 or 2, and also 8/4 or 2. So they're going to find out that this works with fractions. Does it work with negative numbers? So they're going to experiment with that and see if it works. Does it work when there's a mix of positive and negative numbers? Does it work if they're subtracting? So if they subtract going across, they subtract going down, they're going to find out what happens. They're still going to subtract going across and down here. And it should work with subtraction. Then they're going to experiment and see if it works if they multiply the numbers. So they're going to multiply, and then they're going to multiply their products also. And it should work. And then does it work if you add another column of numbers? So they'll find out that that works also. Now when they get to slide 11, they're going to be using animals, and this should help them visualize why this works. So here they have, instead of numbers, they have animals. So if they add going across, they're going to add 2 tigers and 2 elephants, and this is what they would get, 4 animals total. And if they add 3 kangaroos and 1 gorilla, and they're going to just move these into place. So they just click and hold. They're going to just add all their numbers together. That means they're going to have 3 kangaroos, 1 gorilla. And going down, 3 kangaroos, 2 tigers, 2 elephants, and a gorilla. And now we're going to add going across and down, and they'll find out they're going to get the same answer both times. So they should end up with 2 tigers, either going down or across, 2 elephants, 1 gorilla, and 3 kangaroos. I'll have to just kind of bunch them in here. Okay, that gives them a visual. So what they're going to notice, and it shows them on the next slide, is you're adding the same thing. You're just adding in a different direction or in a different order. Okay, so we're still adding these 4 boxes, but in a different way. So what it tells them is it doesn't matter what order we add or what groups we add together. And that leads to the associative and commutative properties. Grouping does not affect a sum, and the order does not affect a sum. Now, the very last box, they're going to make their own box puzzle, and they can make it any way they like. So that is the lesson for the first in a series of 3 Think Inside the Box puzzles.